I don't think he's in a position to speak. I don't think he's one enough to even speak to me like that or tweet me.
Trey then decides to sit down as well to respond.
You win play-in games at home, and you standing on the scorer's table acting like it's a championship.
But he almost stopped before he even got really going.
You average 7 points and 2 is. I don't even know how I'm doing this.
In the NBA's nonstop cycle of drama, competition, and personality clashes, few stories capture the league's shifting culture quite like the ongoing back and forth between Patrick Beverly and Trae Young. What started as a small social media exchange this offseason has spiraled into a conversation about respect, leadership, and how today's NBA balances talent with toughness. Both players are outspoken, both are proud, and both have a lot more in common than they might care to admit, but their feud, or as some might call it, their philosophical clash, has become one of the more fascinating storylines of the offseason. Let's break it down. It all began in mid-September, when a simple video clip from an off-season basketball run hit social media. A few NBA players, including Malik Beasley and several role players, were competing in a pickup run that went viral. Nothing unusual. These videos circulate every summer, giving fans a taste of off-season grind culture. But the clip took on a new life when a fan quote tweeted it, asking, "Why do NBA players play so hard in these runs, but give no effort in the All-Star game?" It was a question many fans have asked before, part curiosity, part frustration, especially after this year's All-Star game drew heavy criticism for being another low-effort showcase. Then, Patrick Beverly entered the chat. He quote tweeted the post saying, "Because All-Stars take the game for granted. Not one All-Star on the court. Good bump." The comment had Beverly's signature mix of truth and provocation, but it also came off as a jab, not just at the All-Star culture, but indirectly at the players who headline it. Trae Young, never one to stay silent, replied, "Relax. Let us speak for ourselves." 6 words. That's all it took to ignite a full-on conversation that quickly went beyond summer workouts. Beverly, known for turning even the smallest comment into a teaching moment, or let's be real, a viral moment, responded with a video that blended critique and condescension. He started with, "Nothing but love for Trae, but let's be real." And anyone who knows Pat Bev knows what comes after "let's be real" usually isn't gentle. He went on to say that Young had been in the league for 7 years and made the playoffs only 3 times. Contrasting that with his own 9 playoff appearances, Beverly said Young would have to go perfect for the next 6 seasons to catch him. It was classic Pat Bev, competitive, statistical, and a little bit petty. But his comments cut deep, especially when he added that inside the Hawks locker room, it's all about the Trae Hawks, implying that the franchise revolves around Young's ego. Now here's the thing, Beverly's comments weren't completely off base. Atlanta has had internal struggles since Young became the franchise centerpiece. From head coaching changes to inconsistent chemistry, the Hawks haven't reached the same high they did in 2021 when they made the Eastern Conference Finals. But Beverly's delivery, as always, came with an edge. His message wasn't just criticism, it was hierarchy. It was a veteran telling a young star, "You haven't earned your stripes yet." What's ironic, though, is that Beverly's career success has come largely as a defensive specialist and role player, alongside stars like James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, and LeBron James. Meanwhile, Trae Young is the star in Atlanta, the face of the franchise, the player who dictates everything from offensive tempo to ticket sales. Their experiences in the league are completely different, and that's exactly what makes this feud so interesting. Trae Young didn't hold back in his response video either. He fired back with what fans described as measured confidence. He started by noting that Beverly's comments seemed more like content farming than genuine basketball analysis, pointing out that Beverly's podcast thrives on drama and viral takes. Then, Young countered Beverly's playoff argument with facts. Both players have reached the conference finals once, but Young did it as a team's number, one option, while Beverly did it as a defensive role player. Young also reminded viewers he entered the league at 19, while Beverly debuted at 24, implying that his own learning curve was much steeper. And then came the zinger, "What has Pat won?" That question resonated because it was simple and true. For all of Beverly's playoff talk, he's never been an all-star, never won a championship, and often played alongside superstars who carried the load. Young, on the other hand, has been shouldering the weight of a franchise since his rookie year. After Young's response, Beverly released another video, this time adopting a mentor-like tone. He said, "The league is better when Trae Young is winning," but then layered that praise with more criticism. He accused Young of not being a strong enough leader, suggesting his behavior had led to coaching turnover and tension within the Hawks organization. Now here's where things get complicated. Beverly isn't entirely wrong. Since Young entered the league, Atlanta has had multiple coaching changes, including the firing of Lloyd Pierce and later Nate McMillan. There have been whispers of locker room frustration and communication issues, but leadership in the NBA isn't a straight line. Even greats like LeBron James and Kevin Durant faced early career criticism about leadership and chemistry. The difference is that Young's journey is unfolding in the era of constant social media commentary. Every tweet, every clip, every look is analyzed in real time. In late September, Young addressed questions about his leadership and focus in a preseason press conference. He told reporters that his goal for 2025 to 2026 was simple: keep the team together, stay focused, and win games. All that outside noise doesn't matter. He also brushed off Beverly's comments directly, saying, "I'm not in the business of trading words. I'm focused on Atlanta." Meanwhile, Beverly doubled down on his podcast, claiming that Young's statement sounded media-trained and that real leaders don't have to say they're focused, you just see it. It was another subtle dig, but at this point, it's clear Beverly's podcast is built around fueling competitive narratives. For fans, this latest chapter is entertaining, but it also reveals something bigger: the blurred line between competition and content in today's NBA. At its core, the Beverly-Young feud isn't personal, it's generational. Patrick Beverly represents the old-school mindset: toughness, defense, and hierarchy. You earn respect by grinding, by putting in the years, by taking hits and giving them back. Trae Young embodies the new generation: confidence, skill, and individualism. He's grown up in a digital age where player brands are as important as playoff runs, and where talent is validated instantly by fans and social media metrics. Neither mindset is wrong, they're just different. But when those two worlds collide, sparks fly. Beverly's message is about proving worth through longevity. Young's mindset is about proving it through talent and results. The reality is, both are necessary for success. This feud also highlights how the NBA has changed. In 2025, every player is a brand. Every quote can go viral, and every rivalry is amplified. Beverly, now as much a media figure as a player, knows how to leverage that attention. He's part of a growing trend of athletes using platforms like podcasts to shape narratives rather than rely on traditional media. Trae Young, meanwhile, is learning how to navigate that world while still trying to lead a young team through a pivotal season. His challenge isn't just beating teams on the court, it's managing perception off it. For Trae Young, the focus is clear. The Hawks front office has reportedly committed to building around him for at least 2 more seasons. Rumors of trade talks have cooled, and the organization has made moves emphasizing chemistry and player development. Beverly, on the other hand, is nearing the twilight of his playing career. He's carving out a niche as an on-camera personality, a player-pundit hybrid who says the things others won't. Whether fans love or hate him, Beverly's honesty keeps him relevant. When the noise dies down, this feud will probably fade like so many before it. But it's a reflection of where the league stands today, a constant balancing act between respect for the game's traditions and the confidence of a new generation rewriting its rules. Patrick Beverly and Trae Young are both competitors, both proud, and both deeply passionate about basketball. Beverly wants to remind players that legacy matters. Young wants to prove that his way, his generation's way, can win too. And maybe, in their own ways, both are right. Because if there's one thing the NBA has always thrived on, it's the tension between eras, between the vets guarding the gate and the young stars trying to break through it. This feud wasn't really about stats or rings. It was about pride. And that's what makes basketball, and the stories around it, endlessly compelling.